Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. It's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. See Jalen Hurts and the Tennessee Titans versus Russell Wilson and the Chicago Bears.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now in his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 114 yards, and a score.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. They'll have a tough time.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11 now. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to sling. He's got it at the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Braxton Berrios, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they'll be led out by a second-round pick back in April out of Oklahoma by way of Alabama. It's Jalen Hurts.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. One of the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
By the wide receiver. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 2.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Bears 7, Titans 3.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Danny Trevathan on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
And the Bears.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, that's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield, no chance to gain any yardage.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Titans 3.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Trey Lane.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now Wilson on 1st down, and he'll complete this to Gibson. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 1st down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
Wilson's pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 at the Titans' 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Wilson going to fake a give and keep it himself. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Now it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Patrick Queen.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10.
At 10.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. So a pick-6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick-6 going the other way.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21.
And here comes he as they get set to take the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hurts.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Robinson, incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
6-yard line.
But first down, Hurts. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Gary and Conley. The 20. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And he's got it up and through. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
19-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. James Conner, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. In that one, all even as they play the visiting Texans. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 22.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Now the NFL's leader in carries and yards in 2019, it's Derrick Henry.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
They'll run it again with Henry. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bears take over. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult, because defensively you can have a game plan and trying to account for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie from Bama, Trayvon Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's taken down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd and a couple. Wilson airing one out for Crowder.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And the lead is up to 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Henry's got it out on the left side.
Hurts pass.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards that time.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to it, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's Bank. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Caleb Brantley busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Tackled back at
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
touchdown, Chicago.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Callaway, the return man. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Terrence Mitchell. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson.
Antonio Gibson, the ball.
The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Bears are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Good gain there on 1st down. That keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Wilson, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Blankenship out for the point after.
Extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Titans take over 1st and 10.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, here's Hurts. Rolling to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Hurts sacked by Ryan.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Hurts fumbles it.
And this is picked up by the Bears. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
The Chicago offense set to get started, and they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brings up second.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he gets it down to the 32.
Antonio Gibson, the ball.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The tackle by
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Titans' 30-yard line.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
Antonio Gibson.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing lanes to open up.
Bears 45.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.